Flying V! And welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. I'm very excited to talk about this episode. It's episode 1 of the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Let me know in the comments below, which is your favorite Mighty Ducks movie? Number 1, number 2, or 3? You can add the animated series in there if you want. Let me know in the comments below. Do give me a thumbs up, but for now, let's jump into the review. After failing to make the cut to join the new powerhouse Mighty Ducks junior hockey team, 12-year-old Evan's mother encourages him to form a new team of underdogs with help from Gordon Bombay, the Ducks' original coach. So Lauren Graham, which you probably know from Gilmore Girls if you watch that sort of thing, and Emilio Estevez are the kind of main adults in this episode. It was so great to see Emilio Estevez, back as Gordon Bombay. The nostalgia just comes pouring over you. And I feel like this series is going to appeal to a multitude of generations. So for me, if you have that nostalgia, if you grew up watching 90s and 80s films and the Mighty Ducks was part of that, for me it was, just hearing that there's something new in the Mighty Ducks will bring you into like a good place of certain memories where you just remember enjoying certain moments. Yes, it was cheesy. Yes, it was cringeworthy, but it was so good. It made you feel good, warm and cuddly inside when watching it, and that's what you want from a new Mighty Ducks series. I actually thought this was a film, and I have to say it feels like it is a film. It feels like it should be a film. So I was a little bit wary that it's a TV series, and it does end with the feeling of, wait, this is just getting started. You really wanted to watch more, which I think it leaves you in a good place, but it's also a little bit frustrating. I was hoping maybe they would give us 2 or 3 episodes and just release 2 or 3 episodes each week until it's finished. Maybe give 2 episodes. I think that would have worked better. It feels like it's a long film within the first episode. So putting that all aside, was it good? And going back to the demographics, I think it will appeal to young teens who are new to the Mighty Ducks storyline. It's very Disney-fied, so there is again a lot amount of cringe dialogue when it comes to certain things that the kids say. Like, you just know that they wouldn't actually react like that in real life. Kids and teens don't talk like that, and it's scripted from an adult's perspective of how a kid would act, but it's more scripted like they're Disney-fying it, if that makes sense. So you get that cringe, you get that I'm standing on the table now and say, who's going to join me? And like that one person, I don't believe any team would single themselves out and go, yeah, I will join you. It's that sort of cringe dialogue, and there are cringe jokes that fall to the wayside. However, that's the negative. It does have the nostalgia for most generations, I think. For the elder like me, for the kids that are joining, it makes you feel good. This whole story, I think, the theme is pointing at, you get these real professionals, what the Mighty Ducks have become, a shadow of its former self. The Mighty Ducks used to be all about kind of the joy of the sport, but not at the expense of you, the person. So when it becomes all about winning, that all it is about winning. And one of the Mighty Ducks enemies, their team was always about winning at all costs, winning. That's kind of what the Mighty Ducks have become, which is quite sad. So now we have this new team, which is coached by the mum, with Gordon Bombay, a former shadow of himself as well, kind of lending his ice rink. And so that's kind of what the theme is. It's kind of pointing a finger at, that's not what it's about. You have to enjoy it. It's also interesting that it's the 12 to 14-year-olds, and they're kind of making a point that the rules are full contact. So the younger kids are stepping up, and now they're realizing, oh my gosh, all bets are off. So that makes it a little bit exciting. You're like, oh gosh, how are these guys? Because the team that has formed, the new team, they basically don't know how to skate. 1 or 2 can skate normally, but they have a lot to learn. So the coach, mom, is going to have to get definite help from the coach, Gordon Bombay. I hope he does step into the coaching world and he kind of comes out of his shell and finds love for ice hockey again. I think that's probably where it's going to go. So far, I like the mom as the coach. I like that she's very much going on a character journey herself just within the first episode. Gordon Bombay, coach, gives this speech about what it means to be a man, what it means to grow up, and, you know, having a single parent. That's all kind of, having a single parent, a single child relationship and the issues that brings up. It was interesting that they brought that up in dialogue, and they're already kind of fleshing it out, taking bits. So there's some stuff there interesting for parents. But I think if you like ice hockey, you're going to be intrigued by where this goes. It's very much just a starter point, but I'm very excited to see what the future for this series holds. I did cringe and go like that a few times with the dialogue, but it was so much fun and just like nostalgia. So, Flying V, you guys, Flying V. It's the Flying V! Let me know in the comments below, are you excited to watch the series? Have you seen the first episode yet? What did you think? Again, which is your favorite Mighty Ducks film? I love the first one, but I've got a lot of time for the second one and even the third one. So, let me know what you thought. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.